My daughter had her soccer jamboree. They call it the soccer jamboree yesterday. And it wasn't that hot, but the sun was intense. You know, like when the sun, no cloud cover, there's no breeze.
Yeah.
I am
right
burnt
there
to a crisp.
Yeah, you do look a little toasty.
It's hard to tell because of the way that I've got my studio lit, but I'm going to.
Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch.
Mega Dads Live is a mature-rated podcast. It's for the Mega Dads, the Mega Moms, but not the Mega Kids. So put on those earmuffs and let's go!
So you wore no type of sun protection.
And, you know, I'm stupid because I'm very fair-skinned.
You are fucked up.
I'm a little. So, yeah, we were terrible parents. We didn't put any on our children either.
Dude.
So when we got home, well, and it was like one game, and then we came home because we're right there. And then we went and did another game. It was only 2 hours outside. Oh, man. We're in rough
if you're
shape.
out there for like 15 minutes in direct sun, that's going to...
We all have cancer.
That's not good. Oh, so let me ask you an important question about soccer, and maybe you know this.
Okay.
I thought about this the other day. You know the socks, like how you pull the long socks all the way up?
Yep.
What's that about?
What's it about?
Yeah, because like there's normal socks, and then there's like soccer socks.
I think it's like cover the shin guards.
They go. Oh, there's shin guards underneath that.
Yeah. Yeah, oh. I think it's to. I mean, I wear them,
but why would you
show off
cares?
my thighs?
Okay,
like I like to wear the booty shorts and then the long socks, and then you can see my thighs, and that's sexy. But I think for the sake of the sport, it's because of the shin guards.
I was wondering because I was like, because you don't have like if you go out there without the socks, are they like mad at you? They're like, "Where's your socks?" Like, why can't you just wear the shin guards?
You get the socks as part of the uniform.
Yeah, it's like color coordinated a lot of times. It's like, oh, this is like, it's like it goes hand. I
don't know if I've ever seen a kid out there with just the shin guards and no socks. I once saw the kids put their shin guards over their socks, which was hilarious. I thought that was pretty fun.
I don't know. These are the things I think about, Adam. Like late at night, like I'm just staring at the ceiling. Like, are the socks necessary? Like, I thought it could have been for a little extra protection. Like if you get kicked, like, and you have like the sock, it'll like kind of slide a little bit. You know, like how socks naturally like will move and disperse the energy of the force. I don't know.
I tell you, when you're watching these games and these kids are, you know, running around like fucking monkeys on cocaine.
Do they fight?
They don't fight, but they go really hard. And
they can kick each other on purpose and nobody will say anything, right?
When you hear those shin guards collide,
right,
you're like, oh, damn. Yeah, that's why they wear them. Because I can't imagine the pain of hitting that bone to bone. Like there's no meat protection there, right?
Yeah.
So it's a good thing they wear them. So this was like the citywide
jamboree.
Yeah, and it's like a small community of soccer games, and it costs like, you know, $50 to enroll your kid for 6 games or whatever. But while you're there, and especially at the jamboree, you've got like the more advanced leagues. They're trying to enroll you to, you know, it's the money. It's
go
more,
up,
more
go to this league. Yeah,
you want to come to this league? We're the
travel league.
Yeah, the traveling league. And this girl came up to us, and she's like, if you're interested, like we can give you your information. We're like, how much is it? She's like, oh, it's only $3,000.
I was gonna say $3,000 now for soccer.
Get the fuck out of my face! Are you out?
Stop talking to my kid right now. We're gonna be a big problem.
I'm like, have you seen my daughter play? $3,000 for that? No, sorry, not a sports man.
Like, but there's. Do you get to play in like a really cool stadium for that? Or
nah. Just parks.
Like you're gonna get a slightly better jersey. We might give you some water.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely insane. My kids are in karate, gymnastics. Is Lily in anything? Swimming, right?
She's learning swimming just to learn, and they actually are gonna do a competition because once you reach a certain level, they invite you to race like the length of the pool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of like nervous because she is competitive but doesn't like to lose. So like I'm afraid that she like gets in there.
Someone.
Like let's just say she doesn't get first, she gets like back of the pack. Like if she's in a bad mood, she might tell somebody off. Like this motherfucker win early. Like she will like say something like inappropriate because she'll have like a bit of a bad sport sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid that she's gonna like go off.
She's gonna Tanya Harding a bitch, right?
Yeah, like I'm afraid of that. So no, she's not in anything competitive right now. Like anything that she's played has been like more for fun or like dance class, stuff like that.
Try to do those sports where they don't need gear. That's my recommendation.
Oh yes.
Once you get into a sport where you need gear, kiss your money goodbye.
Yeah.
It's time for Parent of the Month.
Oh, Parent of the Month.
Every month here at Mega Dads, we highlight a story in parenting from around the internet. Some of them good, some of them bad, some of them in the middle. And this week's Parent of the Month comes from People Magazine. That's still a thing. Did you know that there's still a People Magazine?
I've seen Time, but I haven't seen People in a long time.
This story from People Magazine is all about a 6-year-old child who made their own book, not like self-published or anything, but this book went viral on the internet. She made a book called The Kid Who Drank Wine. Parents Keith Haskell and Bethany Hall tell People that the book came about while they were visiting family over the holidays. The adults were talking together over some wine, and the daughter was off on her own writing and drawing at the kids' table, and all of a sudden, she came over with a fully finished book, which everybody thought was hilarious. The Kid Who Drank Wine is only a few pages long, and it's filled with original drawings. It's a cautionary story about what happens to a girl when she drinks wine. The book starts off with a girl whose mother forbids her from drinking wine, a rule that the little girl decides to ignore while at a birthday party. Out to dinner, she drunk wine, the book says, and she got drunk. By the time the book ends, the girl had learned her lesson, saying, "I don't feel good, Mommy." And this parent took the book, of course, because what do you do today? You put it on social media. And she read this child's book, and it went viral because her daughter wrote a book about a kid getting drunk off of wine. My question to you, would you promote this behavior in your child? Because this is absolutely something I would do. If my kids wrote a book, The Boy Who Snorted Crank, like I would absolutely first thing put this on YouTube because I'm a terrible parent, but I see your face and I'm wondering how you feel about this.
How old was this kid?
It's 6.
Oh my God.
It is 6. And
so the kid, I mean, okay, let's, the positive spin is it's art. It's very like good to be a writer. Like you're flexing your creative muscle, entrepreneurial. All right.
And I'm pretty sure the kid's in it to get a laugh. I think that's part of the story too.
Yeah,
like
they're having fun.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, did the kid do the research? Like, did the kid drink and get drunk off of wine, and they're recounting a real experience, or hypothesizing of, hey, it'd be funny if I ever did this? Like, because I need to be clear about how much child abuse happened here.
Yeah. I think the research was watching her parents and her family get fucked up on wine at the holidays, and the thought was like, boy, that'd be fun.
Okay,
be like, Mom.
So as far as we know, it's make believe.
Yes, they said.
Of course they said. I know what they would say.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to legally say, "Hey, by the way, this did not happen." But do we know that it didn't happen?
Yeah. And there's no way to know. There's no way to know.
Yeah, that's my thing, because this sounds like I don't know. There's a line. So here's something I've always hated about just parenting in general. You never know what kids are picking up. You never know what you expose them to that becomes an idea that they might want to try. So that's the danger, right? There's a kid who's like, again, I'm confused hearing the story. Is this real? Did they try it? So a lot of kids are, they're learning. They're stupid. We're all stupid sometimes. Some kid is going to see this book, not have it explained to them right, and think I can try some wine, right? Am I crazy, or is that like too far? Is this not like a cautionary,
this was literally just done on like college rule paper I don't know that the risk of somebody seeing it is the fact that the parent put it on social media and it went viral.
So it's on social. It's not like in kids bookstores on the shelf.
No.
Okay, different story then. It could be funny on social to be like, hey, I heard that kids in Europe drink at like 10, 13.
Sounds right.
And they quit at like 18, 20 because they've drank too much in the first like 5-8 years. And I just heard that. And I like to research sometimes to be like, is that really true? And like Europe, it's a completely different like thing. In Mexico too, like kids drink like very early, like they're drinking like espressos and beer like very young. Compared, like our culture's way different here. But this is very interesting. Kids, if you're listening to this, and you shouldn't be, don't drink too early. You know what I mean? Like if you want to, do it responsibly and at the proper age. There's my responsible take.
I just worry about escalation because like with all things, you find a little bit of success, right? And you get that big boost, you go viral, but then, the next thing doesn't quite hit. So you got to step it up. What happens when you've got the sequel, the kid who turned tricks for heroin, right? Like all you're going to do is escalate to get that next, what do they call that?
Where's the line, Adam? Where's the line where it's like not funny anymore?
We crossed it at the beginning of this segment. Want to talk about a game?
Yeah, let's talk about a game.
What the heck is Escape from Duckov?
Escape from Duckov is a top-down single-player PvE looter shooter. It's developed by Team Soda and published by Blibly. I think it's called Blibly. This is actually a game that came out last year, October of 2025, and it was a viral sensation. It sold 1 million copies in 5 days.
Holy crap.
At some point, like, it doubled up like in a week, and then it's surpassed about 3.8 million. It's something about me that's kind of gross is I love like extraction shooters, right?
Yeah.
So you go in, you loot, you could lose everything, but if you overcome like a steep difficulty thing, if you try to survive and get out, then you level up and you have better stuff to go in next time. And this is something that I am absolutely addicted to. My brain just loves this type of thing. I've played Arc Raiders. I'm playing a lot of Marathon. There's a lot of games like this now, and they're niche. Again, punishingly difficult. This is based off a game called Escape from Tarkov. Have you heard of Escape from Tarkov?
I've heard of that game. I've never played it, but I've heard of it.
It's like a Eurojank like feel military thing where you go in and you have like guns and helmets and grenades.
Did you say Eurojank?
Yeah, like you know how like games that aren't super polished are like kind of people deal with it because it may be the engine that's a little clunky or the animations. So it was always like that. It was a very punishing military extraction thing. And you have to think about everything in Escape from Tarkov, from hydration level to if you get hurt, you have to stop the bleeding and then apply also like health items. You have to reload every bullet into your gun.
Yeah, this sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's meticulous. And when you pick up loot, it's like, how much am I carrying? Like everything about my character's status affects my ability to aim and shoot. So like if you get head damage, you can't aim right. If you have leg damage, you move slower.
I know all about head damage.
Hey, that is Escape from Tarkov. So this is saying, what if you did the same game with ducks? So you're a duck, enemies are ducks. There's also like mushroom, like weird like creatures in the game. But it's like you're almost like fighting angry birds, and you're a yellow duck, and you can change your skin, I think, and all that. I think I'm blue right now. And you just walk around like waddling like a duck, but you have a shotgun or a pistol. And you go top down into this map, and it looks kind of like, imagine like a forest paintball like type area. And you go in, and there's boxes of loot. So it's like, is there another duck ready to shoot me around this corner? I only have a small vision cone, so let me like make sure I'm looking behind me and everywhere, and you're listening for like duck footsteps. And then you're hunting the ducks, they're hunting you, and then you're trying to extract. So it's like a mini Escape from Tarkov, but with like a funny like coat over it. And I love it. I love the look.
My God.
It's a very basic game. And the whole thing was, not only is it like a different theme with the ducks, but it's top down. So you're like viewing it isometric or whatever. And then you have the very like interesting gunplay. So like when you shoot, it's like bam, like these ducks will explode like into a ball of blood. And
oh my God.
And it's like very violent. So it's like, and then when you die, like you have like just a small animation like of ducks like carrying you out on a stretcher. It looks like it goes like Looney Tunes, and then it goes back, and then you go, and it's just like jumping back and forth between like uber violence and like kind of cartoony. But it's all offline, because mostly these games are, you'd be playing in a map with other people, and you have computer players and real players trying to like hunt each other. But in this one, it's single player only. So when you go in, they're all AI enemies. And that's a huge difference, because you can kind of take your time. You know that someone who's not super like advanced at the game and sweaty, like there's not real players in there that will kill you.
So you can pause and take a shit.
Yeah, it's more forgiving, but the AI is also tuned up where it starts off like not as bad, and then it ranks up. Like if you want to go and fight a particular enemy for particular loot, it's going to be more difficult. But it being offline, so to speak, or single player is like the real thing. So PvE, player versus environment, like AI players, no PvP where it's other like live people. So very interesting. Like I'm slowly playing. It's brutal. Like your first level, from getting from level 1 character to level 2, is like 2,000 experience. And I played like 15 games, and the bar like moves a little sliver each time. So it's like, oh, you want to make progress? You got to play this game like 1,000 times to like level up. It's weird.
Is it campaign based? Like, is it level to level, or is it all?
Adam, Adam, the extraction shooter, Adam. If I keep playing this game, I'm gonna be able to like unlock better weapons. I can craft things. I will unlock. You can build bridges to other areas of the map, so you can go to a new place. The progression in these games is very odd, Adam. Like I could lose everything one match, or I could have like this really cool body armor with Uzi like next time because I found it or I defeated someone. So that's just the loop. You just keep going, Adam. That's the beauty of it. You just drop in again.
Yeah, that's
do
where
the same.
Lose me. That's where you lose me. Like you had me 100%, especially with the single player part of this, because I don't want to fucking get online with this. But it's just the same map. That just expands.
I bet there's usually other maps. Definitely other areas of the map. So the part of what you're supposed to do is learn the map. So you like, oh, I know where there's probably boxes where I can go, and then I know where there's probably enemies, but it changes it up.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to learn and do repetition so you get through faster, go to new places. So again, the progression, if you don't understand the incremental progression of these looter shooter games, it's like, it's hard. The extraction shooter is very unique, Adam. Like I said, I'm sick. Like I'm over here like, oh, they gave me a slightly better gun. Yay, let me go do this. And then I do it again, and I'll play for another like 2 hours until I have slightly better stuff. And then I get a little bit farther. So yeah, but the gunplay is like, it is fun. Like if the gunplay is good and there's a rush when you kill enemies and like, oh, I gotta like get better at my aiming and stuff. I have better attachments so I can do better. It's interesting. So I would recommend it. It's I got it on deep sale. It released at $20, but I got it for like next to nothing. It was like under $5.
That is the wonderful thing about Steam, isn't it? Just
Steam sale.
The quick and easy fix. Well, that's Escape from Duckov. Wonderful. From Duckov. Just wonderful aesthetic. Honestly, the visuals are really, really good. I love the design of it all.
It's a very simple game, but yeah, it's good.
And that sound is the caboose.
Yay!
Which means this episode is over, but not before we give you a recommendation of something outside the world of video games. Antonio, do you like crying when you watch movies?
I try to cry at least 10 to 15 times a day. Yes.
So there's this film that my wife and I have been wanting to see. And last weekend we saw that it was on Hulu, and I said, I can't watch this today because today I can't cry today. Like I'm not ready to cry today. And I knew watching this movie I would cry. It's called Here. It's a film by Robert Zemeckis, and it stars Tom Hanks and Robin Wright. So it's the gang from Forrest Gump back together again. And this is
no. Yes. This is the house one.
This is the house one.
Don't do this to me.
This movie takes place from one camera angle. They put the camera on a tripod, and you watch the history of not just these people that lived in the house, but the history of the house and the history of the land. This movie jumps back and forth and tells multiple concurrent stories from the point of view of this camera in this place and time. There's actually a point in the movie where you see dinosaurs running over this plot of land. So like they track the history from when time began to current day of here, this place. You see the house being built. You see multiple families that lived in this house and their stories as you jump back and forth in time. And most importantly, you see Tom Hanks and Robin Wright's characters from teenagers falling in love. He brings his girlfriend home to meet his parents, to elderly people saying goodbye to the home that they loved and lived in. And there are movies that have like moments that make you cry, like plot points that make you cry. And then there are experiences that just make you weep like a bitch because they tap into something in you that you connect with. And for me, it's being old and having watched your kids grown up and having your parents aged out or pass away. And like everything about this movie speaks to people as people, and it's all shit that we've all gone through because we all age, we all live lives, we all go through it. And my God, I was a blubbering mess at the end of Here in the best way. So if you like these kind of movies that tug on your heartstrings, Here is on Hulu right now. Be in the mood for it. You got to be in a place for it because, man, I've heard some people call this movie too sappy, too sentimental, but that's kind of
there's a line I could see, when it gets a little too like we're going for the emotional impact. This surprisingly, there's actually a range of reviews on this one, and some are quite low, Adam.
Yeah, they are.
We're looking at a 39 on Metacritic, a 6.3 on IMDb. Why are you recommending bad movies here?
And I totally get that.
Is it a bad movie, you son of a bitch?
To me, what's so interesting about this movie, other than the mechanic, for lack of a better, like the gimmick, right, is it feels like you're watching a play. When you watch a play, you sit down in your seat and you watch it from a perspective.
Right.
And this is like a play that can only be done through the medium of film, because the way that they transition time periods seamlessly. Other than that, I just found it's not an incredibly unique story that's being told, but it is a story that I felt like, man, everybody could identify with something that they're seeing. And by the end, man, I was just a blubbering mess. I'm not gonna tell you you're gonna love it, but I am gonna say that you should absolutely watch it, if not to just appreciate the interesting take on how to make a movie that this does, and hopefully you find something that warms your heart like it did for me, and that is here.
Interesting. For my caboose, I wanted to swap for a story because I'm not going to be able to fit this into any other segment. The game that I was supposed to talk about today was Final Fantasy 14 Online.
Okay.
That came to Switch 2. My recommendation would be to go back in time and play the Final Fantasy 14 MMO. For me, I was locked out of the free trial because I started the free trial on PC, right?
Yeah.
So I had played this. That would have been my. I started the game a few times, but the account where I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna give it a shot," was PC free trial, and they're very generous. You could play like 80 levels, but it's come to Switch 2 now, and on the word on the street is, wow, it's kind of a miracle that this is running well on Switch 2. It's good enough, right? All I want to do to give you money is experience it, like try it out. So I'm like, great, I'll do the free trial, and maybe if I like it enough, I might spend some money. That's how I operate. Maybe I'm crazy. I go in and I get this error message after doing a 100 gigabyte download. It says, you started the free trial already on a separate account, so you can't do it anymore. You're going to have to pay if you want to see how this runs on Switch 2. But I don't know that it's worth the money. So on the one hand, they're incredibly generous. Our free trial is like, you can play for hundreds of hours up to level 80. There's some restrictions, but we really want you to just experience it. But now that you're trying it on a new account, we will not let you do, like, you can't keep going with the free trial. If you did, you'd have to create a whole nother account and start from level 0. So I passed on this and didn't pull the
transfer.
I just wanted a demo. I wanted a free trial. I just wanted to see if it was going to be a comparable experience, like that it was good enough. But they said no. They're like, you'd have to create a brand new account, which is like weird. So I didn't pull the trigger on it. Let's bring back demos. Let's bring back less restrictive. You're trying to release to a whole new platform of people, so just let them have the damn free thing. Or even if you can't touch your like 100 hour or level 80, like hundreds of hours free thing, just make it a time demo. Like, oh, for Switch 2 though, you get 30 minutes or an hour, just to see the performance. So I didn't pull the trigger. On top of that, I don't know how you feel about this, but there are MMOs now that you have, or still, where you have to pay a monthly subscription. So it's a convoluted system, but if you were to pay money, you're paying for access to the game. But if you want to play like past the 60 days, like the normal cost to play a month is like $15.
Oh, fuck that. No way.
So I had the idea, instead of monthly MMO time cards, is what they call it in this game, instead of being able to play the game that you paid for to access each month, call it a battle pass and reduce the price, because I can't justify $15 a month to play one video game.
Yeah.
But if you called it a battle pass, say this is our access / battle pass. So it's a battle pass and access to the game, and it's like $5.99. I would do it. Like I would do that for like a month or two, or maybe keep it up. Like have that be the entry. But they have not changed the pricing on this for a very long time in like WoW or Final Fantasy 14.
Because they're incredibly successful.
It feels, and they're giving a lot. So like I feel like just it's a very unique conversation about value to price and what we pay for what we get. MMOs are just like an archaic like idea that they had. They're like access, monthly subscription fee, and these days I just don't know how I feel about that. You've never paid for an MMO monthly access, Adam?
800 years ago.
You did WoW?
I did not. No, I did The Sims Online.
What are you talking about? What is The Sims?
The Sims
is that an
Online
MMO?
Came out. It was an MMO.
What are you talking about?
It was literally 800 years ago. Because I was a huge Sims fan, and the idea of building a house in a community in a world that is connected was really interesting to me. It was really no different than just The Sims, only you were connected online, which is probably built into the most recent version of The Sims. But yeah, I did that for a little while. But yeah, I'm not an MMO guy. I don't have the time anymore.
So let me just say that I also thought that the mainline Sims that you could play with people, but it says no official multiplayer exists in the mainline Sims 4. It's a single player offline experience with no official way to play.
Yeah,
online.
And this was a very old. I think this came out before The Sims 2. Like this
Sims Online is separate, released in 2002, a standalone MMO spinoff.
Yeah.
Wow, you paid for Sims Online, huh?
For a little bit, and then I was like, "What am I doing?" And then I stopped. So that's that.
I didn't even know this thing existed. Wow.
I don't think a lot of people did.
Okay.
Therein lies the problem.
You learned something. That's my recommendation. Go play The Sims Online 2002.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I think it's shut down.
It might be shut down at this point, yeah. But if it's not, and you can find my house, let me know how it's doing. That's going to do it for this episode of Mega Dads Live.
Wow.
I have no idea what your recommendation was, thinking back on it, but that was a deep caboose. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel for more interesting takes about The Sims Online. Thank you for listening on your podcast player of choice. Come see us at TootyCon. We're going to be doing a live show August 22nd at 6 o'clock in the evening at TootyCon. You can go to tootycon.net, I believe it's tootycon.net, and get your tickets and come see us at the show. And then come back next week for another episode of Mega Dads Live.